Why you can't keep money. Why do people end up broke even after getting rich? Have you ever wondered why many people, even after winning the lottery or receiving a large sum of money, eventually return to being broke or even worse off than before? Someone might sell a piece of land worth billions of VND, only to find themselves borrowing money a few years later. Another may sign $1 million contract and thrive for a time, but end up losing everything due to a few seemingly harmless decisions. It's not rare to see someone who once held a suitcase of cash now working for daily wages again. Why does this happen? Money comes, and money goes quietly and swiftly. Not because people don't value money or are inherently incapable, but because they were never taught how to hold on to it. They never built a mindset or foundation strong enough to retain wealth. Many believe that having money automatically changes their life. But the truth is, money has never changed anyone's destiny. It only amplifies who you already are inside. If you're negative, money amplifies that negativity. If you're uninformed, money accelerates your downfall. If you lack skills, money becomes a burden rather than a foundation. That's why so many people who once had money still end up poor. It's not about not having enough money, it's about having a poor mindset. Old habits, emotional reactions, impulsive decisions, they all remain. And when your mindset isn't strong enough to grow with your wealth, losing everything becomes inevitable. The point is not to criticize, but to help people recognize that should they one day gain access to wealth, the real question isn't how will I spend it, but how will I think and decide to make it stay? This video breaks down 3 main issues. Why people tend to lose money as soon as they get it. The common mistakes that turn blessings into burdens. And how to avoid repeating those patterns. If you currently hold a great opportunity because true chances in life are rare, and if you don't turn them into a launch pad, they will become a trap. Money that comes too quickly is often a problem. Without a matured mindset, people who receive wealth too fast often share the same. Fate money arrives, and then it disappears. Like giving a supercar to someone who's only ever ridden a motorbike. If they don't know how to drive, they're more likely to crash than enjoy the ride. The same is true with money. It's neither good nor bad. It's simply a test. If your foundation is strong, it becomes leverage. If not, it becomes a harsh lesson. There are countless stories of sudden wealth ending in ruin. People win the lottery, sell valuable property, or land the contract of a lifetime only to return to square one or even worse. Because poverty doesn't just exist in your wallet or bank. It lives in your head, in your thoughts and daily reactions. Sure, money is a useful tool. It can buy comfort, security, and time. But like any tool, it requires skill. Giving a gun to someone who doesn't know how to shoot will likely result in them shooting themselves. Handing a luxury yacht to someone who can't steer will only end in sinking. Money amplifies your character, both the strengths and the flaws. In the United States, a 2011 study showed that nearly 70% of lottery winners went bankrupt within 5 years. Jack Whitaker, who won $315 million in 2002, saw his life unravel in just a few years. Bankruptcy, divorce, and the loss of his daughter and granddaughter to addiction. He once said he wished he had torn up the winning ticket. Why? Because he had money before he had the mindset to manage it. Money doesn't change you, it magnifies you. If you're insecure, it intensifies that insecurity. If you lack knowledge, it speeds up bad decisions. Many dream of being saved by a sudden fortune, but those who build from nothing often manage wealth better. They've learned through hardship. They know the value of every dollar and have a disciplined strategy. They understand capital, profit, liabilities, and assets. More importantly, they know that keeping money is only the beginning of true wealth. In contrast, those who lack financial foundation let emotions lead. They spend to fill emotional gaps or impress others. They invest based on rumors, not research. They forget that money is a resource, one that must be controlled. If you can't manage yourself, money will manage you. Money is a brilliant employee, but a terrible boss. You must control it, or it will destroy you. Money becomes what you choose to make it in your life. You may earn it by luck, but keeping it requires no luck at all. It demands sound financial thinking, planning, cash flow control, asset utilization, and value-creating investments. It requires reading reports, assessing risks, understanding markets, and most of all, emotional regulation. It requires building a life philosophy, knowing when enough is enough, learning to slow down, and listening. Having money offers options to care for your health, family, education, and future. But if inside, you're still the same person with the same reactive mindset, that money won't stay long. It's like putting a child in a supermarket. They'll run toward the shiny, colorful things that offer fleeting joy, not long-term value. Many adults do the same. This is called the poverty loop thinking. You've escaped poverty when, in fact, you've only taken one foot out. Without learning how to walk in financial freedom, people fall because they're still wearing someone else's shoes. Poverty isn't just about how much money you have, it's a way of thinking, a set of habits and unconscious reactions repeated every day. If you don't change them, money, no matter how much, will slip through your fingers like water in a cracked bucket. People often go bankrupt multiple times because they remember the pain of losing money, but not the cause. That's why the first thing to do when money arrives is not to spend it, to pause. Learn how to keep it, allocate it, grow it, and control your spending. But before learning anything, reflect on yourself. Where are you on the financial thinking ladder? Are your decisions led by emotions or values? Do you live by others' expectations or your own purpose? Money is not a savior. It's a test. It won't make you better. It'll just make you more. And if more means bad habits, then more money just accelerates your fall. This isn't to scare you, but to give you clarity. Money is a wonderful thing when you're ready for it. If you've never learned to live without being dependent on money, or never trained discipline while having little, then when money comes in large amounts, you'll likely lose direction. To be blunt, don't wish for money if you're not yet mentally ready to hold it. And if it has arrived, slow down. Don't rush to spend. Don't flaunt. Don't immediately upgrade your house, car, or friends. Upgrade your thinking, behavior, and strategy. Let money work for you, not enslave you, because you may not get a second chance. And if you do, you need to become a new version of yourself, not someone hoping money will solve your problems, but someone who uses it to rebuild from the roots, sustainably. There's something more dangerous than not. Having money, having it too soon, before you're mature enough to manage it. Money in the wrong hands is like handing a child a powerful boat. They don't know how to steer. That's how people fall, not from bad luck, but from repeating emotional decisions. No one teaches this in school, but it's the lesson that determines whether money becomes your ladder or your downfall.